I believe that's like,
All right.
is that personal? Like, only we can watch that, nobody else?
What do you mean?
I mean, is that personal? Like, only we can watch that with link or everybody?
I can do it personal as well, but on YouTube, like there are like no views on these videos. So only the people who know and have this link as well, they can watch these videos, but it's like public. But anyways, they're not gonna be a lot of views because the account is new and you know
Okay.
it's not so popular. So it's only for us, but it's also some kind of way to promote the YouTube as well, so more people are coming in. But also on the last video we got only like 5 or 6 views, so it's not much. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna let the
Okay.
last people join our call. Yep, and then
Православный
we
молитва.
ready to start.
Okay, great.
So, all right, now anyone should be there. Yeah, that's actually great. I see some new faces. That's great. New faces, new name. Where are you guys calling from? From which country?
How
For
do you
example,
think
Aisha, where are you calling
with my
from?
accent?
Yeah, Leora, I didn't hear you.
Like with my accent, how do you think? Yes.
We have a lot of people from Nepal,
No, not yet, not yet.
Maybe you can guess
Pakistan.
using our accents where we're from.
Uh,
You can guess by our accents where we're from, maybe?
It's hard to guess. It's hard to guess. For
Yeah.
example,
sometimes I guessed. I don't know. Maybe you're from like Arab countries, Arabic most. I don't know. Like sounds like this.
Hmm.
yeah, Joka, are you from Arabia?
Well, I am Russian, but that works too
You're
because
Russian?
I currently live in Arabia.
Yeah, I'm Russian as well. Welcome.
Welcome.
That's good. All right, guys.
I'm not Russian, but I know Russian. It's like this.
You know Russian.
If
I'm Russian and
yes,
I don't know Russian. How about that? It's
that's
I know a
already interesting.
specific dialect of Caucasus Mountains, blah 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 thingy. Not not Russian, not the mother language of Russia.
What's your mother
And
language?
Adigay.
Maybe was?
Adigay.
What's that?
It's a tribal dead language of genocided people who Russia killed and invaded during war, blah blah blah, stuff like that. You can
Oh
Google
my
it.
God, interesting.
Right. But yeah, guys, we had this competition, Poem of the Week, and we have our winner. It was very close. All the days we had like two poets who had the same amount of votes, and finally today we got the clear decision and we also saw who the winner is. So I'm already sharing my screen. Yeah, that's good. Let me just make the presentation so everything is official. All right. You should hear the sound.
I wish good luck to everybody.
You hear that, yeah?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
The poem Fading Footsteps wins the competition Poem of the Week. Elsa, are you here with us? Yeah, you're here with us. Can you say something?
Yeah.
Elsa. I mean, I can see her on the call, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh, he wrote some.
Oh, I think she texted on a message.
Yeah, he texted in the chat. All right.
Yep.
In case of that, this is not going to be shown here. Okay, that's good that he can hear it and can also see that she is the winner. Yeah, Elsa, thank you very much. Great work. You got 10 votes from the members, which is great. Place number two, I think we have two places. Number two, it's Timor, I think, with 8 votes, and somebody else also with 8 votes. I need to check this. Yeah, we actually can go inside this community and just take a look at that. But yeah, it was very close, and we got a lot of comments. So thanks for everyone who also was a part of this event. We're also gonna make a lot of more of this if you guys like it. And if you have any ideas how it could be any better, or like for example other themes or other topics for these events, you can always share it with me. I'm open to hear your suggestions as well. Yeah, let me just take a look real quick on this.
I don't know if you read the comment I left for you. It was an idea for events like this.
Boom.
You know, with the whole, if Hannibal wrote poetry, if Walter White wrote poetry, things like that. When you can pick a movie or a book or TV
Yeah.
series. Yeah, that comment I left for you.
Yeah, that's great as well. Yeah. I comment on your post, right? I did the comment on your post.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but I did. I think this idea is great. So for all the guys who didn't see the post from Timur, he made a poem with the title of "If Walter White Was Writing Poetry," and so that's also something great that we can do, like that more people can do. It's also interesting. It brings more attention to your poem, and people also, yeah, have more fun during the reading. I think during the reading process because it has like some popular character in it that maybe also many people knows. As myself, I know Walter White. I also saw the Netflix series of it, so I can relate to this as well. But yeah, let me just check out who was the place number two. Yeah, yes, Timur and Dea. Yeah, Dea, you actually also here with us, and Timur is also here with us. So thank you very much. You have the same amount of money, so you guys share the place number two, and the place number three is Lara. Yes. All right. All right. That was with the winner recognition, and we have also another announcement as well. Because right now let me just check the chat real quick, everyone. Let's put. Yes, so right now we have on a weekly basis our call that is like the creative hour, but we also brainstormed some new ideas on our last call, and we decided to do this as well. So take it. I'm gonna show you this right now. Pay attention. Our new event. Yeah. Yeah, we're about to have our first slam poetry event. It's gonna be next Sunday. Instead of this creative hour, we are going to make our first slam poetry event where you guys just can share your poems in real time to real people, but online, but it's
So
better
there's
than
no
nothing.
specific theme.
Yeah.
You know, if it were like rap battles, but poetry. That would be nice.
We can do this as well.
Like on the spot, not something you've written. On the spot, start speaking poetry.
When you are going to be a part of this event, you can also share your poetry as a rap, for example. I mean, why not? Not everyone can rap or want to rap, but if this is your style of reading, then it's fine.
No, I don't mean like rap,
Pushkin
but
will be
there's
shocked.
a similar type of event where it's a battle of words and you are, saying it on the spot. Stand-up poetry, basically. Stand-up poetry
Or
without
it can be
the
freestyle based
prior
on any themes.
preparation and writing.
Freestyle poetry.
Like, isn't there any respective themes, or can it be freestyle? We can have our own themes, our own topics.
Oh, there's
Yes.
no, it's free, right? No themes, right, Ilya?
No, for example, if you're doing a rap battle, there has to be a theme. For example, if I'm doing a poetry based on horror or something, so the one who's battling against me should go for something that, it's more like a debate. You should have a point-breaking poem. So
Yeah.
if you're having different themes, you cannot have a battle, right? The themes have to be coinciding.
Yeah, for the first one, just to try it out, we say that it's better to not have a team for this event, just to let it flow and see how it's going. Just everyone can share the best poem, for example, that they're ready to share with the world. And then for the future, of course, I'm open to these ideas. It's great ideas like poetry battles and stuff, and in teams and with topics. It sounds great. We can we can definitely do this as well.
That would encourage the poetic process in a way that people will start thinking poetically instead of just writing poetically. You know?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to such a battle. It will be interesting. If everyone are into it, I'm okay with it. It's nice to have a poetry battle, though. It really brings the best of us.
But
I'm
who's
for
gonna decide
everything.
who is the winner? How are you
I
going
just
to
general
decide like
like
who
poems.
won?
Well, I
More
mean,
like,
the crowd would be the judge, I guess.
Who is the judge?
The
you have
crowd
to be
could be
the
the
judge.
judge. Or you,
The
or it doesn't matter who wins, because in all reality, we all win when we get to express ourselves in ways we couldn't think were possible before.
I will write down these ideas as well, definitely. For the first event, like the next Sunday, because I really like the way we're growing right now. The first call we had like 3 or 4 people. Right now we are, I think, over 6 people in this call, or we are 8 people in this call, so that's great. Then we're gonna have our first slam poetry event. We start slowly just to see how it's going, and then when we get more people on this call as well, then of course the battles and all the stuff and the crowd make the decision. Then it's gonna get bigger, but step by step. I really like the ideas. I really also gonna make the notes. But next Sunday is gonna be open for everyone with no teams, no topics. You can just share your best poem, and I don't really think if we need like to pick a winner this time because everyone is gonna do the great job and that's enough. So nobody's going to win. It's just for you to try it out because maybe also there are many people who gonna do this stuff the first time and they maybe also shy and they need to overcome themselves to really read something in front of many people. So we're just gonna try it out as well. And I also want to announce our moderator for this slam poetry event. It's there. Thank you very much also for helping me out with all
Yes.
the stuff, and thank you for being ready to do this part as a moderator as well.
Yes. It's quite exciting. I mean, I think based on the discussion that we did as well last week, yeah, this should be something that that can be a kickstart as well for all of us to be able to showcase our poets. Sorry, our poetries. Yeah, I mean it's a slam poetry, so basically we just, I mean, those who wants to come and read your poetries, that'll be really really great. Yeah.
Yeah, and also if you're too shy to read the poetry, you can also ask me or ask there, we will find someone who can do this for you as well. So you can just listen to someone reading your poetry if you are too shy to do it yourself. It's also no problem.
Yeah, someone will
That would
cry
be
if they
great.
read my poetry, so I'm just going to read it myself.
Yeah, I like your voice,
Yeah,
Joker. You need to
yeah,
read it
exactly.
You
very
have a
Yeah.
soon.
really
I was
high
about to say
IQ.
the same thing. It's a great voice, yeah.
Do you have any questions for this one?
Yes, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So, each and every one of us, based on whatever the background we are, we compose different types of poems based on, English literature knowledge or just a flow of words. So now, whatever the poems that I compose, if I give it to an English literature professor, any random professor here, they mark mistakes in it, like, either the mistakes of figurative speeches or the metaphor is wrong or the simile is wrong. These are just mistakes. So, just to improve the poetry, not this Sunday, maybe in the future, when we write poems, can there anybody be like somebody who's really knowledge of figurative speeches and has a good solid knowledge in literature? I really would like if somebody could correct our poem because, a flow of words, it's not poem. That's supposed to be a composure. It's how do you say? It's a methodical pattern, right? It's not like you vomit. You get it. So I really would like if somebody really corrects the poem and suggests if there's you know, any other better ways you could have used a better method. Maybe instead of a particular word, you could use a more easy word. Sometimes I use complicated words in my poems. I complicate it. Or sometimes I make the words too easy. So I really would like a professional support to suggest just to make the poem sound better.
Yeah. This is a great comment as well, but I don't think that everyone really needs this, the same amount of feedback that you asked, for example. So every time you post a poem, I also then want you to write down and to add this to the title or to the poem as well, that people can actually like correct you and give, and you really want this feedback because I think you really need to mention it as well and make it clear that you really post this poem and people can correct this, and you want people to correct this poem as well.
It depends on person's level of English language.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think what Ilya said is because I did it sometimes too. Like I mean, on the poetry post, like I will ask how like the readers feels about this, and after I think yeah, I mean if that's something that you're looking for, I think the community is they're pretty well open to give feedback and all. I guess you just as Ilya said, like maybe you just have like a brief instruction at the end of your poetry. What you're looking for, is it like a feedback, is it yeah, like anything that you want to know about the reader point of view. So yeah.
Yeah, we also discussed this like on the
Okay.
last call. There are many ways to make it like more fun. For example, I tried out when I post my poem, I also post a Spotify link with the song, for example, that I tell people, if you read this poem, I recommend you to listen to the song. Or for example, also Timur, or his name right now is here, Joker. He said that he made a poem based on a movie and to a special character. It's also very fun. It's also great. Or also we had this idea and I tried it out. I post only a part of my poem, and the other part is something that all the members need to continue. So I'm open like for them to continue my poem, and this is also something that yeah, brings our engagement to the high level because people gonna just write something new based on the stuff that you wrote before. So it's also great. Yeah. But you always need to write down what exactly you want the people to do for you. So you always like need to make it clear. Yeah, then it's gonna work because community is very supportive and people are ready to help you as well. Any
Why
other
am I
questions to
shaking
that?
my head?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Why am I shaking my head? I just started nodding. Like, what?
What do you mean by shaking your head?
Like, I agree with you, but instead of saying I agree, I was just nodding my head as though you see me.
Meanwhile, we can't see him because his camera is off. So
Yeah.
that's why he's saying.
Ah, okay, all right. Yeah.
Funny.
All right. So if we have no other questions for this one, what I also want to do is to give some credits to the people in the community who were very active. Place number one, it's Timur and Zainab. This is also something that I want to bring up as a rule, as a new rule, that you always need to make sure that you not post more poems than you actually read and comment on. And these people had this great balance between posting a lot of days of their own poems and also commenting and reading others' poems as well, because I also want to have more engagement in the community. Yeah, it's great for everyone, but it's also not good, for example, if you post many of your poems and they get only 2 or 3 or 4 likes and no comments and everything is empty. So it's also better for you if you not focus on only posting and as much as possible, but you also, yeah, make sure to comment on others, because everything in life is like balance, everything comes back. And if you only want to take and don't want to give anything, then yeah, don't be surprised if you don't get anything back. So always make sure to comment as well, to support others and to have this balance. And these people did a great job. Yeah, again, credit to you guys. Thank you very much to keep this community engagement very high. And I just want also to create a post for all the other people, because I try to comment as much as possible, but it's always kind of sad for me to see when many creators get like 2 or 3 likes and not enough feedback for them. So I really want to make this better this way.
I did see a member named Induvara the first day I joined here. He had posted a comment that nobody reads his poems or nobody sends him feedback. So that was the last time I saw him either. I didn't see him commenting or posting any poems afterwards.
Mhm.
He didn't have any feedbacks for his poems. I kept liking. I read all of his poems and I liked it, but I don't know. After that last message, he hasn't been really attentive in the community. Maybe he felt bad.
Yeah, that happens.
I I think you should have a specific channel thing where you press or like enlist yourself as someone who is looking for feedback, because I personally see some poems that are bad, but I don't press like and I do not leave a feedback because that's negative. But if they want the feedback and in a positive and a, you know, that is in a way that is not to put them down but to bring them up, that they can just enlist in that feedback program thing.
Yeah, so you mean like to really write down under the poem or as a topic that they want to have this feedback and they're not gonna get mad if it's negative as well.
Yes, because
Mm.
they're learning. We're
Yeah,
all learning. We all had the stage where our poetry was or our writing was bad.
yes, yes. This is really something that everyone get creative in it as well. For example, you write down what exactly you want the people to do for your poem, or like in the comments under your poem, or you make it like kind of creative to get more attention. There's so many ideas, because right now this community is growing. It's become like kind of his own social media. So also here you need to get creative, because so many people post poems every day. And if you want to get more attention, then figure something out. Make some interesting topics based on a film, like Timo does it, or I don't know, add some sounds to it, or make it like a challenge or like a game, anything like something in this case, and then the feedback is going to come to you, because you just going to be not like anyone else. Yeah,
Good idea.
okay, that's good if anyone agrees with that. But yeah, I'm gonna make this rule as well, so all the other people can also see it. Yeah, and then it shall get better, because I
Then
don't
what
want.
I
if somebody only
joined.
Yeah,
posts 3 lines? I mean, it's not poetry, it's just 3 lines. I don't know what feedback am I supposed to give. There's no title, it's just 3 lines.
I
How
think
do they expect feedback for that? I'm supposed to put an emoji.
It's maybe like more like quotes. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
no, but I think that still counts as a poetry. I mean, it's one
Yeah.
bar. So yeah, and I guess if they're not really asking for the feedback, then what we can do is just leave a comment on how we feel about the poetry itself. Yes, but yeah, because I just
Exactly.
saw.
Sometimes three
I
lines can make you cry.
Yeah, I mean,
It
just
is a
now I saw.
poem,
I think
yes, but
if we go to the poetry site just now, somebody posted like just 3 lines, but that poetry was really deep. Like when I read that, I was amazed actually just now. So yeah, it's one bar of a poetry, three lines, 4 lines is a bar of poetry. So yeah, I think it still counts.
It's also maybe like a lot of harder to put your feelings into only 3 lines than in the big poetry or in the big text. But yeah, I also agree with there. It still counts. It still counts.
I mean, I'm not really trying to criticize or something, but
Yeah.
my little brother, he's just 6. No, he's 12. So when he comes from school, he has his normal 3 lines. I'm tired, I need water, I'm gonna sleep. So that doesn't count as poetry. So the 3 lines that I read wasn't really poetry. With my experience all these years, it was like, you're fed up of world and the world is shattering you into pieces and you're dead. It was something like that. So I really didn't want to give a feedback there because there was nothing I could say there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, some poetry, like most poetry nowadays, is about love and that pain of love, which is, I mean, redactic is just sometimes it just gets dull. There has to be something else to poetry, something deeper, something more meaningful than just this commodity of love, this capitalistic endeavor.
But you write dark poetry. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, your poetry scared me, Joker, a bit. Like, what if,
That's true.
yeah, like schizophrenia or what else you wrote? What if Hannibal would write a poem?
Yeah, but
But
that
it,
makes
it
it
drew
different.
my curiosity to read. Even though it was dark, it drew my curiosity to read. I was curious to read.
I mean, I'm scared of that stuff. I don't like detective blood and something like this. So I write about, I don't know, philosophical, maybe something. Love, philosophy.
Yes, philosophical depth to them, not necessarily violence or blood or madness, but more like philosophical depth and, ideas and the exploration of them.
Well, I write my thoughts, but all people write thoughts. So your thoughts should be right. So I try.
I think Joker hates the concept of love.
Joker, I see. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
that's normal.
Well, I don't hate it. It's just
It's
it
boring.
gets boring. It gets really dull if it's like the center of your universe and the only thing that exists and the only reason you wake up in the morning is just love and writing about love is just come on. There has to be something else to your character.
You have to
No?
understand this community is not only based on one generation. There are so many generations writing this poem. So in my generation, we're totally idolizing love. Your generation is fed up of love and you think about what? Death? Everyone has different experiences based
Oh
on their
my God,
age.
graveyards, let me die. Let's go to the cemetery.
But not necessarily. I also write about love, but it isn't always just love, you know what I mean? It's not poetry is not specific to love or feeling of joy.
I understand because poetry could be different. It's understandable. I can understand. Yeah, I read a lot of poems, different poems. But if you read the classic ones, from Dante, for example. There is only about love.
Even at Dante's ages, just love, love, love. Come on, something else. I mean, not necessarily. It can be something about just
Okay,
anything
then
that is not
Richard
emotional.
Chaplin. It really
Yet,
suits here.
it can be something not based on emotions. Poetry is emotional inherently, yes, but it can also be intellectual, no? Intellectual
Of
poetry is
course.
what I'm trying
Yeah.
to advertise here.
Who
Okay,
said
then to
no?
support your
You can write
point,
whatever you want.
exactly. They have their free will to write about love. If you hate the concept of love, you ignore that part and you go for the concepts which you like.
But I don't
There
hate
are different
hating the
types.
concept of love. I just
Okay,
get
fine, you're
bored of
bored,
it.
you're bored of love, you're bored, you
I
not hate. So when you see poetry that's based on love, you can ignore that. Or like Zainab Muhammad's silhouette of
philosopher.
Maze when she woke up and how she saw what she saw in the mirror. That was really funny.
I'm a philosopher and overthinking person by myself, so I said I really like philosophical poems. Like why, for what?
Why do we live? What do you do here?
Like why do we live? It's a bit of stupid question. But no, I see more deeper.
Philosophically speaking, there are no stupid questions. Just saying.
What?
Philosophically speaking, there are no stupid questions. Just saying.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, this is
No, for the
so
fact.
popular question. Every person, at least one time in life, asked yourself, like, why we live? So popular.
Yeah, we can talk about this, like what's your meaning of life and why do you think that you are living? If you want to go deeper
That
in
can never
this
be
topic.
answered. It's always rhetoric.
Yeah.
I have never found the answer of why so far. I've been trying, but there's no specific answer for it.
We're all different ages here, so we don't know.
Yeah, kind of different, yeah, but
Speaking of which, how old is everyone here? I'm 24.
You're 24, but you talk like you're 50.
Old soul.
He get the soul of a poet.
Sorry. I really thought you passed your 60s and you're hitting your 80s or something. 24.
I felt
Yeah,
like you're 30. I don't know, like, okay.
yeah, I'm 21.
I'm 25.
21, I thought like you're 25. I don't know what
I'm
you
the
say.
youngest.
I'm 25, no way.
You said you're 21 now.
Yeah, I'm 21, yeah. But someone thought I'm 25.
Or
Yep.
you have two ages. So you're 25 and 21.
Yeah, my soul, I'm gonna agree with Joker as well. It's over 50 years.
I
That
agree.
means
My soul is 50 years, yeah.
I am physically 19 and my soul is, I don't know, 99. I feel old from the inside. So externally, the
99.
appearance is
Wow.
still young.
99 is crazy, yeah. Why not 100?
It's like, I don't want to make it 100. My life is at the brim, whether not to fall or end it or continue it. It's a question mark.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. For the rest of this hour, if someone has like more time for this call, because I saw some comments that people need to leave like 20 minutes after we start, so I don't know exactly. But we can also, because this call called Creative Hour, we can do something creative. Yeah, it makes sense. And I thought about the last time we continued one of my poems because I made this challenge, continue my poem and stuff. But right now we can maybe continue the writing of the poem from the weekly poem winner, the poem of the week
Let's
winner.
do.
So like, if it's not too long, I need to check it out. But
I
this is
think it's a
something we
bit
could
long,
do.
really.
What do you mean?
I think it's a bit long, no? And isn't that already continuation from? Oh no, it's not. Yeah. Maybe we can, but you can check
Yeah.
it first.
Yeah. For me, it's no problem. I think there's no
Yeah,
end. Anyways, there is
that's
no
true.
end.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I need to make sure if it's not about love, so also Joker can be a part
No,
of it.
but I can be a part about what the fuck. Okay,
Joker, you started it. You're supposed to
I
face it.
think right now you won't find something not about love. It's all about this on this platform.
Yeah, here it is.
I mean, I'm agree with Joker a bit that that's boring. Like everybody writing about love.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write about murder then.
but the creative hour should be more creative than the continuation of something else. Maybe we can just what do you call it? Fucking English. I forgot my words. Oh well.
Start from scratch. Is that what you mean?
it's English as
Something
well.
like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like a prompt.
like a prompt, but between all of us.
Can you explain it a little bit more, what you mean by this? Because I don't understand.
Let me just articulate it and explain it. My brain is working on it. It's just not coming in. But basically, what I am trying to say is the creative hour should be more creative than the
Mhm.
continuation of something that has already been created.
Agree, yeah. And what's your offer? Like, what
Yes.
should we do?
My offer is that I have no real offer right now, except this just objection, right? And we can all work on an offer, work on something that is better.
For creative hour,
How does
can't we give
creativity come to
maybe
be?
suggest 5 themes and ask us to pick one and write? Won't that be convenient so that Joker can avoid the concept of love?
Swear to fucking God.
You can just suggest 5 themes under creative hour and ask us to pick one.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
How
okay.
Ilia,
about
it's
All
something
right,
like
how about
let me do it right now, real quick. I suggest 5 teams. First of all,
God. Wait, I think
love.
I should to say something.
Love, you started
I
with
want
love. Joker,
But
you
we
I
don't need
wanted
to
to
started with
think
say
love.
this,
like
but it's the first thing. Yeah,
how about like each of us say like one line and then like continue. I think that would be fun. Like or like
Yeah.
one or two lines and then we have to make it rhyme with the last person or something. And I think that would
For
be
the
fun.
creative hour.
yeah,
I mean,
right
it could
now.
just be like a 10 minute, 10 or
Yes,
5 or
that
10
would
minutes of it,
encourage
just making.
creativity.
I mean, that's interesting. Are we gonna do it now?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, then you start.
Me. Wow. Give me
And
like,
then let's pick a theme to
yeah.
start
Let
then.
us pick a
Yeah,
theme
we need to
first
pick a
about
theme.
what we're writing.
Joker, would you
Okay.
care to give a theme since you hate love?
Love.
Yay.
Love.
Love,
I'm gonna
breakup,
pick on you with that
divorce.
word.
Okay,
Let's
I
see.
start with my first sentence
How
is,
about
yeah.
existential dread?
What?
You know, existential
Existential
dread or
dread.
existential questioning.
I don't understand.
You have to elaborate because I have to start writing then.
The theme of questioning your existence.
You mean back to the question, why?
Questioning truth. Truth
Questioning
is
the proof.
a concept. Reality.
That's deep.
What constitutes reality?
Okay. Okay. Are you guys alright with that? We're gonna question the reality right now.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
If we
think let's
are,
do
you're
something
supposed to
more
start the
simple.
first line.
Yeah,
I-
I'm thinking, I'm questioning. Wait a
Could
minute.
be something as simple as questioning the reality of love, but it has that philosophical tone, that
Is
philosophical
is
depth.
there any love in this world?
Is that the first sentence? Is
Yeah,
there
this is the
any?
first sentence. Is there any
Okay.
love in this world?
Okay, maybe. Okay.
I'm gonna write it down. Is there, but it's need to rhyme, yeah? It need to
Mhm.
rhyme. Okay.
In this barren and broken world.
World rhymes with world.
Yeah.
But that's repetition, no?
No, yeah,
Yes,
it's
but it's
repetition. You
reinforcing
need
the
to
idea of this
rap text right
world
now, Joker. Like
being
rapping.
But sorry, guys. Wait, hold on.
something
Are we doing a rhyming A B or AABB?
like I know what that
How
is.
about just
I never studied
and I think that
poetry.
would be
Yeah,
I actually like AB the most. Like
yeah. AB is the general one.
yeah.
What is ABAB? I'm
So
saying
ABAB is
It's
something
like
like
you end your first
what's
sentence.
the first
Yeah.
line of yours, Ilya? Is there any
any
love
love in
Any
this
love in
world.
this world.
is
Yeah,
there any
yeah.
love in this world? And then maybe the second person would say, I've been searching for my whole entire life. So that doesn't rhyme. But then the third line need to rhyme with world. So that's A B and then A rhyming with A and then B rhyming with
okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
So is that
Like
second
first
line
goes
now?
with third, second
Like
goes with fourth.
Yep. Yep, that's true.
so that's the
Could you
second
tell
line
me
now?
the
Like I've been
first?
searching my whole life. Are we
No, she just
using
said
that?
it random.
It was just
Oh,
random. Yeah.
okay.
So who's
Should we
going to the
like
second
give
line?
everyone a number so we can go like,
That would be
or should we
better.
just
Based
button?
on my point of view, the next person is there. Like I see it this way.
Okay.
The next person is Joker.
Uh,
Joker is person number
what
4.
was the flag again? Sorry.
The sentence was, is there any
After
love
me,
in
should
this
be
world?
or is there any love
Okay,
in this world?
can you repeat like the first? I missed what you wrote.
Wait, I'll send it in the chat.
Okay.
Is there any
Yeah,
world? No. Is there any love in this world? Yeah.
Is there any love in this world?
Next line, no.
Okay.
And then we continue.
Yeah.
If there's
It's
any
like
love in
coming
this
soon.
world,
Coming soon, yeah.
I could search you for my I don't know.
I can't really write
Yeah, but
I'm thinking.
it's like
Wait, whose turn
there
is
needs
it?
to tell us the next sentence. It's theirs
And it
turn.
doesn't have to rhyme. So
Is it me or is it who? Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
any
but
love
it
in
have to
this
make
How about
world.
sense
that?
so that
yeah.
I need to think.
Poem.
So it's
I
my
Has to
turn.
make
prefer
sense,
to
yeah.
every
It has to
poem.
make sense.
It's my turn,
Come
right?
on, dear,
Okay.
you can do it.
Yeah. I'm trying. Is there any
I
love?
could search through every poem.
Um, um, I've looked
A short
around.
commercial break.
Poem is the best exists
Okay, I'm about to
in
talk.
the world of
Okay, start.
I've looked around, yet I can't find none.
Can't find what?
None.
I can't find none. I'll type it.
Yeah, type in, please.
So who's third after dear?
Now it's Aisha.
Okay, so it should rhyme with the world.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, right.
Only that is bought. Wait. I want to say something about being bought and sold. World sold. It kind of rhymes, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Like love being bought and sold instead of it being genuine. But I want to make it sound more professional. The only ones I found, I've bought but sold.
The only ones you found are bought and sold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Wait, I'm typing it.
Whose fault?
Okay.
The only one. What did you say? The only one I found, bought and sold, right?
The only one I
The only
found,
ones I have found are bought and sold.
yeah.
Whose fault?
Okay, who's next?
Yeah, Joker needs to continue. Yeah, right now it
Uh,
needs to
like
rhyme with find. No, with none, with none. Yeah.
Let me just think about that one.
Yeah.
Well, none is very. Why did you have to choose the word none? Come on.
Bun.
none, done,
Because I know,
fun,
it's gonna
Fun.
be you who have to rhyme it.
Or you
sun.
can say shun. Shun means leave me alone. It's one word but has a deep meaning. SHUNN.
In which what language is that?
It's
English.
English. Shun.
Shun
Oh.
someone away. Shun them.
Yeah, that's my Insta account name.
Random.
The
How
only
about,
one.
and of this burden, I am done.
Mm. What was it?
Can you repeat it?
Joker, can you please repeat your part? Oh,
Okay,
you
he wrote.
write
Out of
down.
this
Okay.
burden,
Yeah, I
I'm
wrote
done.
it.
Mm.
Out of this
Now it's
burden, I'm
Leora's turn.
I guess this one needs to be a new line. It's not rhyming with. It's a new bar. Yeah.
We can write a sestet, a 6-line one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we gonna continue rhyming with world and none? Or
Yeah, right. There's no rhyming, so
The last one, and of this burden I'm done. No,
Yeah.
not in the chat box. In the life of true and slow, maybe I go down again, and then I'm lost with life. Oh no, we. Let me try. And of this burden I'm done.
okay, while she's thinking, is this a 4-line poem or a 6-line poem? Because if it is a 6-line poem, there has to be 3 unknown rhyming at the beginning. It has to be 3-3, but we went 2-2, so this can't be a 6-line, right? She has to create a new poem.
let's do
And
I
12
mean, a new
line.
stanza.
done and
We can
see
still make it.
Yeah.
You can still make it 8-line, but
Yeah.
they see
it makes sense with each other. So then, when we are ready with 8-line, I think we are also done with the time, so it's good.
and of burden I'm done. As I see you couldn't.
Leora, come on.
I don't know. That's my first time here, but I
No
read a
pressure, just
problem.
take your time.
Take your time.
Just fix
No,
your
we have
sentence
to
and
be
simply add a
perfect.
rhyme.
A rhyme.
If somebody knows something, he can also just throw it in the
Oh.
chat or say it.
So the next line has to be with a new rhyme, all right?
No, it's just gonna continue.
Oh,
Continue rhyming for which word?
which one?
For
World.
salt. For salt.
For
Oh,
soul.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Here's a hint. Maybe use something that ends with the word hold.
Mm. Mm.
Or bold, like being bold
Bold.
with love.
Yeah.
Could be.
Bold. Oh, yeah. So
I loved one time by no, I loved one time, but she only steal my gold.
gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Gold digger. Okay.
Gold digger.
I mean, you and I
Joker,
are
what
the
was the
only
rhyming you
guys in this
suggested?
thing, and yeah, I don't. You're going to alienate or like give guns to the women, and we're just going to be here talking about gold and
What do
you're
you
shooting
mean?
yourself in the leg. Basically,
Okay.
you're shooting yourself in the
I'll
leg.
suggest a sentence that ends with hold. Leora gave a sentence.
Let's
As
see.
you couldn't see my face, I am alone with truth and grace.
But it does not rhyme. Yeah.
How about I used to be with love, I used to be so bold.
Mm.
That kind of rhymes with sold.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. The last one it was, and of this burden I'm done.
But
Yeah.
within my very heart, there's a spark I still hold.
Yeah,
So you
that one is
couldn't see my face, I'm alone with true and grace. And then we can continue in the end because I think it's here. I don't know.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
we can also
right.
just continue on Leora's one
Yeah,
and just
that's
make a
right.
new one.
Yeah, so we make it like 4 lines and 4 lines. So
Hmm.
it's
Okay,
Because
with
poem
truth.
should change every time, not only on one word.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. It's no problem. Yeah, we can do this.
Then it's my turn.
All right, Joker, thank you for being on this call. Bye bye. See you.
okay.
Joker just left
More.
after.
All right. Now who's next? Who hasn't get turn? Afra?
What do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whose turn it is right now? Like the last one
Mine.
was Leora. After Leora, it's
It's Afra.
Afra. Yeah.
Mm.
Through the whispers of time, I find solace to embrace. Or it has to be a different rhyme, right? I have to
Yeah,
change
it
the
has a
rhyming pattern.
different rhyme first. That will be the third line, the one that you said just now.
Yeah. Yeah, can you write it down?
I am writing it down. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Oh, now it's my turn. Oh shit.
It's like when you're alone, you write the poem so fast, but when in company, I write so slow.
With this pressure, yeah, I know.
My next line, through the echoes of time, I find peace to enfold.
Uh-huh. And fold, yeah, it's not so hard to find a rhyme for this. No, I need to find a rhyme for grace. Yeah, I need to find a rhyme for grace. It's in my face.
You can go with embrace, the third line I gave.
Yeah, embrace is good. Keep in mind to make it make sense, all right? So we
To embrace, maybe, yeah, you can add. And when I come from Victor's grace, I'll burn my face in your embrace, something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good as well. Yeah. My head is kind of empty right now. I can't get anything in it. I need to be in the right mood for it. But if you guys have something, please, yeah, why not? The part from Leora, I think it was good as the third part. Yeah.
But that was from my poem. I just said with embrace, so I wrote a
the
poem
one the
once
one
with
that the one
word
that
embrace.
Afra said. The first one, Afra, what was
Through
it?
the whispers of time, I find solace to embrace. Through the whispers of, wait, let me type, of time, I find solace to
She couldn't see
embrace.
my
But you
Done.
face,
already
I'm alone with true and grace.
that's
Through
kinda
the
that's kinda the same meaning with your last one, right? Through the echoes of time, I find peace to unfold.
Oh, yeah, right. I thought of rhyming with the word grace. Wait,
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
delete.
Oh yeah, you're right there. Thank you for paying attention.
Yeah. So we need to find something else. Can still be embrace or mm,
Unfoldment down.
Like my poems are very simple. I only think of words like face or you very
yeah, face can work as well. Face
yeah,
grace.
face
Grace.
can work, but there's no deep meaning behind it. Like if you read my poems, they're not deep at all.
In the quiet of this place, I feel, oh no, it's all about time again. I'm thinking about time.
In the time of
No, because the second line is about time. As you couldn't see my face, I am alone with truth and grace. Through the echoes of time, I find peace to enfold. In the quiet of this place, I feel time's gentle embrace. It's again time.
through the echo of time, I find peace to unfold. Peace is never be enough to those of um
Space.
space. Why space? Well, I think we should continue with peace. Peace would never be enough if you couldn't.
But peace
If
is
Beyond
you
already
this fleeting
right
chase, I
before.
carve my path
Well,
through
there is
endless chase.
unfold. We should came up with
Enfold should rhyme with the fourth one.
I don't know, like I try to find a word for unfold
Well,
inside
right now
my
we
head.
need to find something that rhyme with grace first.
Beyond this fleeting chase, I carve my path through endless space. See, Ilia, there's space.
thank you.
Oh,
Space.
space.
Can you type it?
Yeah, yeah.
I carve my path through endless space. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Right, okay. Don't forget, guys, we're trying to find the answer of is there any love in this world? So we need to connect back to that before we go further from it.
Can we even like connect it back to the love in the last line?
Yeah, we should. That's what should be the mission. Is there any love in this world? Look around you, I can find none. Body and soul and
So it's Dia's turn now, right?
Oh, I have something. The last line.
Yes.
And love is there, but you. And love is there. Oh, wait a
But
minute.
you are not.
No.
in
I
full.
found
So we
something
need to
like
rhyme it with full, right?
I chase my words with you again, and love could reach the step of praise. I don't know.
But you need
Space.
to unfold. And love
Oh,
is there. You need to learn to hold or something. It's like this.
beyond this fleeting chase, I carve my path through
I
endless.
chase my words with you again.
And love is there, a warmth that lingers, more precious than gold.
I'm trying to
Maybe we can
find a
say
rhythm. Like I want in
maybe we
like
can say love might be there. And then continue with Farah, what was your sentence at the end just now? With gold?
A warmth
mine.
that lingers, more precious than gold.
That lingers. Let me send this
Gold
and
was
then
the word Leah suggested at the beginning, right?
warm, a worm that lingers. Sorry, can you repeat it? A worm that lingers.
More precious than gold.
Precious.
Is this good?
Yeah, okay. Try and read it and see if everything makes sense.
I believe.
Well, I guess maybe love was a wrong topic to choose since everyone has different opinions on love, and it just became like a whole mesh
Yeah.
of random
I think
ideas.
in that moment when the line was "and of this burden I am done," that was like a powerful end to love.
Like I think if we had something more like I don't know like rather than like
I
something
like
deep, more like a fun fun activity where it's like I don't know, we write about an adventure of a little boy and then we keep going. Maybe that would have been a little bit more fun. Like
That's flirting, and then that's gonna end up in love. It's gonna be a crush and then love. And you
Well,
chase a boy.
we have a different opinions on love. I usually, as you see, write poems with gentle words, like as you see, like along with truth and grace. So because my poems more melodically, usually I don't use precious, I don't know,
But out
endless.
of the hole, what happened?
I think what's best next time, maybe, well, maybe Ilya as well. Like we can maybe prepare for like some prompt, and then from like many various different themes, love, whatever it is, yeah, existential crisis
crisis.
and all. Yeah. And then we can present all those, and then we can pick, which prompt we want to use for the day, and then we work on that, I guess.
Yeah, we can definitely do
So,
this as
so like,
well.
so like our creative time will be like more structural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, the next time this call is gonna be slap poetry event.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
don't
slam
forget
poetry.
this.
Mhm.
So like, after slam poetry, yeah.
Yeah, after slap poetry event. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay, can you yeah,
What exactly is slam poetry? I've never been to a
my
slam
doubt,
poetry.
yes.
I had the
Right.
same question, but then they explained it to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so basically slam poetry. Slam poetry is just the poetic title of it. It's actually reading a poetry. It's just like a poetry.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
slam meaning like because when we read it, we put like intonation where we slam it on the people that
Oh,
that listen to the poetry.
oh,
I think you guys must have seen like some videos where like people just read their poetry, but they put
mm,
like tones and then they kind of show emotions and all. So that should be like what slam poetry is. But basically, it's just like reading your poetry and let us know. I guess like the purpose of having like a poetry reading because then we can actually hear because when we read it, we might have like a
yeah.
different interpretation, right, on like what
Mhm.
this author actually trying to say. But then like when we actually hear them reading their poetry out loud or their
Yeah.
poetry being read on, then we get like a different emotions, and then maybe we
Yeah.
can discuss a little bit about that, right? I suggest to Ilya as well, like per one person who reads their poetry, we will open like a question, like two questions from the people who's listening, so that we can
Mhm.
have like a open discussion as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, do we like
So is
have
it
to
like
apply for it, or
Sorry.
do we have
I
to like
think
apply
yeah,
for it
Aisha was
to
first.
read?
Was first. Yeah, Aisha.
I mean, like, do we have to apply to read poetry, or do we just go once we join the Zoom meeting?
I think Ilya, what you can do, maybe like when you make like the post on for announcement, you can put like a two poll, the one that want to read and then the one that want to listen, like spectator, and then so from there, like from that votes, we can see right the people who votes that, yeah, rather than having like a whole registration,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good
Mm.
idea. because when also in this call only 8 people are gonna be on this call, and everyone can read if they want to because it's not too much people and we have the time for it. But yeah, I think it's also something that's interesting for other members as well. So I'm gonna make the poll as they said it, and then we're gonna find out. But yeah, then you just can click on it, and if you don't want to read your poem by yourself, you
Oh,
can also
yeah.
write it in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can make like a third one. Like they want their poetry to be read. Like, like they don't want to read it themselves, but like they want their poetry to be read on. What do you think about that? Or we just take the people that want to read their own poetry?
I can write it down like in a small text under the post, but I don't want it like to be overused, this function of someone read your
Yeah.
poems, because
Mm.
maybe someone's
Yeah.
just too lazy until yeah,
Yeah,
read.
exactly. Yeah, I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
we will
how is
figure
it
it
gonna
out. We have
slam?
yeah.
Like if I read the poem, it's gonna slam on everyone. Is it like that?
Yeah,
So
just like how
some
I explained. I mean, it's a metaphorically speaking. That's why they title it slam poetry. It's if we use like a basic English and not like a poetic English, it will be just like read your poetry, like reading a poetry, that's it. But slam poetry, the purpose of it to make the people who listen to your poetry feel something. So you kind of like slam it on their face in a way, a quote unquote. Like it doesn't mean that what you read need to be a bashing poetry, like, or like a hateful poetry. Yeah, it just need to, like, if you're talking about existential crisis, then the people who listen to it, they have to feel it. They will feel it in a way, something like that. Yeah, should be.
Yeah, you should with intonation,
Mm. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
intonation.
All right.
if one person reads, any other person can, start reading their poetry back as a reply or a response or something.
No,
No.
no. So this is basically as a showcase of your own poetry. So we will have turn. Maybe like maybe you go first, and then after that Aisha, and then after that someone else, and then Leora, and so on and so on. And it's all we
Oh.
don't have themes or topics or anything for this one, right? So it's really like feel free to read any of your works at all. And then later on, what we will do, we will have we'll open like one or two questions from people, or I think it's just gonna be like a question. Maybe some people wants to actually know what's the meaning of your poetry, and you can explain it to them as well. So yeah, it's basically just showcasing your work.
Yes, so not like
Should it,
one after each other. You read your poem, then you get the feedback, then it's the next one. Yeah.
should it be written then and there, or can we like start writing today itself?
Oh, start writing today, yeah. You will read it. Or maybe, I mean, if you're bold enough, you can just jump and do it. But yeah, there's as I said, right now we don't have any themes or any topic. Maybe when we are became like more familiar with slam poetry, then yeah, on that level, maybe we would like do so-called freestyle slam poetry. But yeah, I think for now we can write our own right now, and then we can read it, we can present it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there any
So
other
then same
questions?
time next Sunday.
Yes, same time next Sunday. Yes, exactly.
Isn't it an hour earlier next Sunday? An hour earlier next Sunday? Like on the calendar, it said it was an hour earlier.
What do you mean?
I don't know, or is it because of?
Calendars show a different time.
Yeah,
No,
I.
it's always the same time.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe it's because do you guys change the clock in Germany or something?
I
I
think
don't think so.
on school it should be automatically converted to your
Yeah.
No.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it
I have
says
a
like last
question.
week and this week it was 8 p.m., but next week it shows me 7 p.m. So I thought it was
Oh.
you changed the time. I don't know.
It could
Yeah,
be
even
that
my
we got
time
like the
showing
summertime right
different.
now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this, but everything that school says is right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I write a poem in another language? Of course, I write in English and other one. You know that language, so you'll understand anyways.
Which language?
Russian.
Russian.
You want to write in Russian? Yeah, you're welcome. Of course, I can.
Of course, I only write in English, but since you know Russian, I thought maybe I can.
We have also another Russian poet as well. I didn't see him like a couple of weeks in this community, but he was very active as he joined. But right now I didn't see him. But yeah, it's possible. I can show you like how to do it. Now you should see my school account. If you write something, I also recommend you if you write something in another language, also put underneath it some translation on it. Yeah, translate the text that people can understand it
Yeah.
also in English. And if you post something, just use the category international, and there are gonna be all the poems in other languages, like not only in English poets. English poetry is only gonna be like in this category, and all the other languages are gonna be here. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not burning in my desire to write up poems in Russian. I just said like I can sometimes, and I
Yeah,
asked if I can, okay.
yeah.
But I write only in English, honestly, and Hebrew sometimes.
But the option is there, so feel free to do it as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Are there any other questions?
No.
All right.